Hey guys, it's me NeeCJae. Today I want to come to you with glowy skin and natural looking makeup. If you're interested in seeing this video, keep on watching. I'm super excited to talk about skincare. You guys know I am all about my skincare, and healthy looking glowy skin always comes first before makeup, in my opinion. You really want to have healthy looking skin. That is first and foremost. I would rather my skin look its healthiest without applying any kind of makeup. Makeup is secondary. Makeup enhances your skin, right? You want to have a great skincare regimen. A skincare regimen for day and night. Now, before we jump into this, for those of you that are new, I am NeeCJae. I talk about skincare, hair, and makeup, and lifestyle for the mature woman over 40, 50, and up. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, go on over and click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first one notified. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into this skincare, honey. So the first thing in my skincare routine is a really great cleanser. Cleansers are my thing, and I love this cleanser by Tower 28. This cleanser doesn't really sizz up and strip the natural oils from your skin. It has a very soft lather that cleanses your skin, and it doesn't burn your eyes or anything. So it cleanses your skin and leaves the natural oils in them, okay, without stripping. And that is what I love. I have bone dry, mature skin, so I do not like cleansers that lather up, has to really foam, and once you finish cleansing your skin feels squeaky clean. That is not what I go for. When my skin feels squeaky clean, all the natural oils are removed, and that is something that I do not want. I want my oils to remain in my skin because I have dry skin. That is the part that I want to leave in. I want my skin to feel and look cleansed without stripping, okay? And you can't do that. There are so many really great cleansers. I think it's almost time for me to do another cleanser video because I have incorporated other really great cleansers that I need to share with you guys. But for right now, we want a cleanser that do not strip your skin. Once I cleanse my skin and remove all the debris, I like to apply my serums on damp skin. Now, serums work immediately. They are some of my favorite, okay, because they do work immediately. They have active ingredients that hit the spot right there where you need it, okay, and you will see results. Instead of waiting 4 weeks, you'll start seeing results sometimes within a week, 2 weeks, okay, when using consistently. I use my serums. I have some that I use in the daytime, and I have some that I use at night. The first serum that I'm using now is by Elizabeth Arden, and it is a hyaluronic acid. I like these serum capsules. However, I have different serums that I use in the liquid form with the little spoolie, and I have these. Right now, I am into Elizabeth Arden, okay? I'm using these a lot these days. It has just the right amount of hyaluronic acid for my face, okay? So I applied it on damp skin, and when I apply it on the damp skin, it helps the product to absorb better, in my opinion, okay? Hyaluronic acid helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It helps to lock in the moisture so it will not seep out. One of my favorite ingredients, okay? The next thing that I do, I go in with Ceramides. Ceramides help with fine lines and wrinkles. It helps to replenish moisture also into your skin. It helps with elasticity, okay? So ceramides are important because we lose some of these active ingredients as we age, okay? We lose the elasticity, the plumpness in our skin, the firmness, you know. So we lose a lot of these, so we want to replenish our skin, and ceramides do that as well. And it also, like I say, helps with fine lines and wrinkles. The next product that I'm using is a serum, and this is a serum by Sephora, and this actually has vitamin C and vitamin E. It's the Super Glow Serum. I like to use products with more than one in it. This is 2 products in one, so I'm using 2. So altogether, so far, I've used 4 products. I love that, okay? So the vitamin C that's in here, it helps to brighten the skin and make your skin look alive. Vitamin C is an antioxidant, and vitamin E, it helps with restoring the skin, okay? It helps to keep moisture in. Vitamin E also is very good for, like your hair and nails and things. So adding the vitamin E to your skin really helps, okay? So once I add my 4 serums, okay, because 2 in 1 and my hyaluronic acid and ceramides, now I want to go in with the moisturizer. And these days I am loving the moisturizer by Obagi. It's a really great hydrating moisturizer that does not just lay there, it actually penetrates deeply to help moisturize my skin. And being that it is so hot, I'm not trying to wear a lot of heavy products, okay? Because that heat in North Carolina, honey, it is vicious, okay? So everything that I'm using is very lightweight on the skin. It's nothing that's weighing down, and the products are absorbing. That's what you want. You don't want the products to just lay there on your skin. It's doing nothing when it does that, okay? So once the product absorbs, I use that moisturizer, I go in with a sunscreen. Now, sunscreen is very important. It helps to protect your skin from the harmful UV rays. Our skin, as we age, gets thinner. And I know people say, really don't have to use sunscreen. You really don't have to use sunscreen. That's what I hear people say. Honey, yes you do. Your skin gets thinner, and your skin needs the protection from the sun, especially if you're out during the day running errands and you don't have a hat on, anything to protect your skin. You need to use sunscreen, okay? Very, very important for the health of your skin. Now, once I get that done, I'm ready to prime my skin. And before now, I've started using primer probably almost a year now. I didn't used to use primer. I felt like I didn't need it. As I'm getting older, I notice when I use primer, when applying any kind of foundation, it just helps to even out anything. If I have fine lines and wrinkles, it smooths everything out and get it prepared for my makeup application. It's just like when you're painting and you use a primer to really smooth out everything before you use the paint. Same concept, okay? So now what I like to do in the summer, I'm not wearing heavy foundations. That is something I do not want to do because the heat, and you will sweat. I know with me and my body now, I sweat. I have hot flashes and all kinds of things that's going on with my body. So I want makeup that looks light. And what I like to use are tinted moisturizers, tinted serum, makeup serums. And one of my favorite, I have 4 that I am looking into right now. I have one that is by Fenty Beauty. I have another one that's by L'Oreal. It is the True Match Nude Serum with hyaluronic acid, and that's one of my favorite ones. I also have this one by NYX. It is the Buttermilk Glaze, and it is the Soft Glam Serum Tint. And also, what's my other one? I had it somewhere. And this Hourglass, okay? These are the 4 that I picked up. I have several serum tinted moisturizers or just tinted moisturizers in general. And the Hourglass Veil is one of my favorite. So I'm choosing from this 4 right here, and I choose this one by NYX. I said, let me try one that's affordable that everyone can purchase. It's very affordable, and I love the way this feels on my skin, okay? This one it says Soft Glow Skin Tint. It also has a sunscreen, the SPF of 30 in this, okay? See, and you cannot just rely on your makeup sunscreen because it is a sunscreen, a SPF of 30, and the sunscreen that I applied is a SPF of 50, okay? It is the Daily Prevention Image sunscreen, daily prevention, ultra defense moisturizer sunscreen. And so yeah, I like to protect my skin, and it is an SPF of 50. So this is 30, so I have protection of 80, okay? And that is what I like. So this right here is what I apply onto my skin. I really like when I apply it onto my skin that it has a smooth, almost seamless, it goes right into my skin. When I pick my tinted moisturizers, I like to go a little bit deeper than my complexion, because in the summer my skin is a little bit deeper. And when I say deeper, I'm talking about you want to go deeper as far as your undertone. Usually my undertones are neutrals and sometimes peachy. So if I do a neutral, then it may be a neutral tan or a neutral brown, some kind of neutral. Okay, so say if it's a neutral light or something, I may go neutral tan. I'm still in the neutrals, but I'm just going a little bit deeper, if that makes sense, okay? So when I say deeper, I'm talking about your undertones. So I hear a lot of people say, well, I can't go deeper. My skin tone is deeper. It's already deeper. If I go deeper, it's going to be really deep. No, deep within your undertone, okay? So yeah, once I apply this, I really like how it just blends into my skin. It just really blends, and it looks very natural. Very lightweight and very natural. And this again is the NYX Buttermilk Glaze. And this one says I am in the shade. What shade is this? This is shade 06 Praline Butter. Okay. And everything that I talk about, I will list in the description box below. I just go ahead with my makeup application that I'm going to show you right here. Okay, so I already have my tinted moisturizer on, and I'm doing my eyebrows, and I'm going to use one of my favorite brow pencils by Revant, and it is in the shade gray. I never use gray, so I said, let me try. You guys know I always talk about not using black. If you have to use black, use a soft black or a dark brown. But this gray is really nice. It gives it more of a black look, but very light and not as bold. And that is what I love, okay? So yeah, I'm just using Revant brows, just doing my brows. Remember, they're sisters, they're not twins. And I'm just cleaning them up using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow, it's like a little concealer in a stick. But this is so simple and easy, and I just go ahead and use this brow highlighter, and that is it. Brows are complete. Now I'm using a little bit of concealer on my lids, and this is a concealer by NYX. Everything that I use, I will list it in the description box below, okay? So if I don't say it here, I would definitely add it into the description box, okay? With the link, you can just click on it. All right. So now I'm going to use bronzer as my eyeshadow. And this is by NYX, the Buttermilk Bronzer. And it looks like more than enough right here, but it is not. I'm just going to keep blending this until it looks more natural. I like to use bronzers, okay? In the summer, I do not like to wear a lot of heavy products. Now, this is one of my favorite black gel eyeliners by Revant, okay? It does not budge. That's what I like it. Sometimes when you apply it to your lid, I'm tight lining to make my lash line look a little bit deeper before I apply my mascara. And you sometimes with regular liners, it would bleed to your bottom lash, to your waterline on the bottom. This does not. So I'm just applying it on the top and tight lining my waterline to make my lashes look a little deeper before I apply my mascara. And the mascara that I am going to use is going to be by Thrives Cosmetics, okay? And I love that mascara as well. It's a very nice length pulling, I'll say, your lashes out. It pulls those lashes out to make them look fuller and longer, and I love that. So yeah, that's what I'm using on here, and I use several coats, so I'm not going to show you how many coats I use, but I use several coats, okay? I just apply until I like it. All right, so next I'm using the same concealer right up under my eyes, and I do not like to go really bright, just one up if possible. Sometimes it almost matches my skin. I really don't like that bright look. Just a one up, if that, just to give you a little bit of brightness, but not too bright. When you go too bright, it makes you look older, okay? So stay in that one, not two up, just one up, one shade up, okay? Using that same bronzer to just give me a little bit of depth to add some warmth back into my complexion, okay? And I just go all around my forehead, on my cheekbones. I go on my nose, around my nose area. So yeah, just bronzing. Taking my damp beauty sponge and just going over it. I think this beauty sponge is by Elf. Going back over it with this damp beauty sponge, it really just blends everything together, makes everything look seamless. So yeah, now I'm using Thrive's Cosmetics as an eye. It's like a liquid or a stick eyeshadow, I'll say. But I'm using it under my eyes for more of a natural look. Now, this is a blush by Revant. The first shade that I am using, I will list them up here. Because I don't have them right now on me. But I'll list the shades. These are New Blush by Revant. And I am loving them so far. They're real nice and creamy. And this looks like a hot fuchsia one more so. So I'm going to go with the shade in the middle, I believe, because that shade in the middle is a little more earth tone. But on my skin, it looks brighter. But when I blend it in, it's so nice and creamy. And I like this. This is a very nice blush by Revant. Again, I will list them all in the description box so you can take a look at each one. You can just click on it. Now I'm using a highlighter by Hourglass. You can use any highlighter, but this one was just in front of me, and I didn't feel like going through trying to find others. So just using this, which is in this case right here, the highlighter. Just a little bit around the temples or the nose area, and then I'm applying lip liner by L'Oreal. I believe it's called Brown Sugar. And this is one of my favorite it's a liquid matte by Milani. I love liquid mattes, okay? I love them. They just last long on me, especially in the summer. I am using the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, I believe in number 2. And just applying it all over. Use my setting spray by NYX. And yeah, that is basically it, honey. That is the look, and that is the look that I have on right now, okay? It's very simple, it's a natural, and it feels very lightweight. It feels like I have nothing on. That is why I say skincare is very important. I want my skin to look really healthy and radiant without wearing makeup. So if I didn't wear makeup, I feel confident in my skin, that my skin looks and feels its best. Okay, so skincare comes first before makeup. Okay? You need to have a skincare regimen, one for the day and one for the evening, okay? And everything that I talk about today and all the products that I use, I will list in the description box below, okay? I really hope this video was helpful and interesting, especially when it comes to your skin. Healthy, radiant skin comes before makeup, okay? And that is just always in my opinion. On this channel, I've always stated that I would rather buy skincare than makeup, because if you can really get your skin to its healthiest point where you can actually just maybe wear some powder and go and feel confident in your own skin. That's very important, because when your skin look good, you look good and you feel good, okay? So anyway, guys, thank you so very much for just taking time out to watch this video. Peace and love until next time. Bye.